I want to introduce you to ChatGPT plugins. Plugins make ChatGPT far more powerful. They are only part of ChatGPT Plus, the paid subscription right now. So if you have the free one, you won't get that, but still watch this video, see if it's worth the upgrade for you. And I'll also show you how to access the internet with ChatGPT. There are a couple of settings that are a little bit hard to figure out, so I want to point that out. And with the free version of ChatGPT, you could still get internet access, even though as I'm recording this, it doesn't have one. There are Chrome extensions that give you access to the internet. So I will show you all of that in this video. And in upcoming videos, I'll also show you my favorite plugins. This is gonna be an overview and then I'll show you specific ones, but they do change all the time. They add a bunch of them, they remove a bunch of them. So it's really hard to give you a solid top 10 list, but I'll do my best in the next video. Right now, jump into ChatGPT and all you have to do is come over here and press the three dots and go to settings. And if you go to the beta section, you need to turn these two to green right here. So you'll see browse with Bing. This gives you internet access for ChatGPT, and plugins gives you access to the plugin store that I'm about to show you. Again, if you don't have these, you probably have the free version, so that doesn't have these. And if you still don't have these are rolling out slowly to different accounts. So if you don't have them, you just have to wait for your account, but it should be available right now in the Plus version. Then what you have to do is come over here, go to GPT-4, and by default, you won't have any of these activated. So here is one of the downsides of GPT-4, I think right now, that hopefully they'll fix. But what I could do is I could select this one, and as long as the check mark is here, I could browse with Bing. So now I got internet access. So anything I could ask that requires internet access, it will just work in the background. You don't have to do anything else. But plugins are a whole different thing. So I have to choose. Do I want Bing or do I want plugins? So for example, I'll just show you, if I want Bing here, I'll select that. And if I type in what's the latest news today, that is something that requires web access. So it's gonna search Bing and it's gonna kind of show you how it's doing its searching. It will click on different links here and it will basically try to figure out what the latest news is and give it to you in text format. Let me start a new chat. I'll also show you if you have the 3.5 version and you don't have access to the internet, what you need is a Chrome extension. So as long as you're using Google Chrome, you could go to this link here or search for Web Chat GPT, Chrome Web Store. This is the Chrome Web Store from chrome.google.com. Search for this and add it to Chrome right here. And then if you click this puzzle sign right here, you could go ahead and pin that. This is what it looks like. So it's activated right now. If you click it, it's going to show up right here on the bottom. So this gives you web access in a different way. This is not the ideal way. Obviously, GPT-4 is gonna work better. It's native. So this one, you'll have to basically turn that on and off whenever you wanna use it. And it has a few other settings available. So that's your internet access using Bing or using the Chrome extension. But next, let me show you plugin. So go over here, click on plugin. And right now you wouldn't have any here. So I have to basically activate these. And as I'm recording this, you could have only 3 enabled at one time, which again is a downside. Hopefully they change this as well. But I always like to think of the plugin store as the app store on your iPhone or the Google Play Store on your Android. Basically a place to access other people's data. So if I go all the way down here, I could go to the plugin store. And this is the plugin store here. By default, you'll land on the popular plugins. So you could go ahead and install any one of these. I like to usually look under popular to see what other people are using. You could always look under new too to see the new ones that show up. Installed are the ones that have installed, not activated. Couple different points there. So you can install as many as you want, but you could only activate 3 at the same time. So I have a ton of different ones installed. I could uninstall them and they have a nice search function. They didn't have search when this first got released. So under popular, Expedia is a popular one. This gets access to the Expedia database, right? So a Google search wouldn't really know this information because this is information only Expedia has. Same with all these things. A lot of them are private data sets, things that only these companies have access to. They partner with OpenAI through these plugins so we could access them through ChatGPT. This one, for example, I really like. This one is scientific research. 40 million peer-reviewed papers in the scientific world in PDF format. So when you go ahead and install these, I'll show you this one as an example. I'll go ahead and close this up. I'm gonna go ahead and click over here. I need to enable these. So here to enable, I have 3 already enabled, so I have to check these off in order to select a different one. Okay, so you could see over here, if I check one on, I get to 3. I need to check one off, and then I could use a different one. So the one I just installed right now, Scholar AI, I'll go ahead and check that on. So now I have 3 different available. And in the next video, I'll share with you very practical use cases. I'll share my top 10. They do remove some of them, so maybe all 10 won't be there by the time you watch it. So I'll try to update that as well. But right now, all I have to do is give it a prompt that requires ChatGPT to access that database. I don't have to call out for it. I don't have to say, look inside of Scholar AI. All I have to say is, if I ask it, find me a scientific study on the Big Bang, it could either do an internet search if I have that activated, but in this case, I have my plugins activated. And look, it tried to use that plugin instead of just giving me an answer. If I didn't have the plugin, it would just do its best to give me a response. But now it has a whole new data set that could give me a far better answer here based on scientific studies. And you could see, if I click it, it shows me exactly what the code is doing in the background using that request. And it's gonna give me a very complete answer of compare this to not using a plugin, and with this very specific plugin in the scientific field, this is a far better response. So there's hundreds, probably thousands of different plugins by the time you watch this. So in the next video, let me share with you my top 10 plugins that I think you'll find useful.